Welcome back, everybody, to another wonderful episode of Surviving Life's Pickles this week. I'm Scott Martin, your host, joined by my lovely co host, Hillary, my beautiful wife.
Hi, everybody.
And we have the Macdonalds here today. We're so excited to have them here. We're going to talk about that story, but we have Jason and Destiny here. Thanks, guys, for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having
Yeah,
us.
we're super, super excited. But before we get into all of our episodes, we start them off talking about what we're grateful for, because gratitude really is such a key component in living a happy day life every day. And when you start your days off with gratitude, or you think about something you're grateful for during the middle of the day when you're struggling, it is clinically proven you cannot have negative thoughts when you're in the emotion of gratitude. And so it is a wonderful thing to start every one of these episodes off. It really sets the tone. And I am just on this roll of just telling everybody again how grateful we are for you turning in this week. We couldn't do this every week without you guys. We are so grateful that you are on this journey with us. And we are just overwhelmed by the outpour and the communication and all the people that we get to meet every week. So thank you again for tuning in. And we're going to start off gratitude today, and we're just going to go around the thing, and I'm going to throw Miss Pickles today, Hillary, off to the start, because I've got to hurry and pull mine up.
Oh,
While you're
yeah,
going.
I see how it is. You don't even know your own. So he always makes me go first. But um, today I am grateful for easy Sunday mornings. We had a little bit of a more crazier Sunday scheduled this week, and we had a cancellation. So this morning we kind of just got to relax and sleep in and kind of chill and get our day started out that way. And I kind of miss those days sometimes because things have been a little crazy lately, but it was nice to just have an easy Sunday morning again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Isn't that a song?
Probably.
Easy
And
like Sunday morning.
and that's, I'll take it from here because that rolls right into mine.
Oh, okay.
And I am just so grateful this week for the power of music. And the story behind that is I have been going extremely long days, 90 miles an hour,
Burning candles
just
at both ends.
burning the candle. And I got out of one of my routines that I started. And that routine is I have a couple songs, but 3 or 4 that I play on a regular basis in the morning. And these songs are kind of more like kind of a welcome to the world. Some of them are almost like, this is my prayer to the universe today, of saying thank you. And it really sets the tone for the day. And I wanted to read few lyrics, and I'm kind of on this roll of reading songs lately. And I think we're going to keep it going because it is so powerful.
Lyrics
And
are powerful. They're poems. They're what people put out there into the world. So.
yeah, it's their way of expressing their
Feelings.
and their emotions and sharing that with the world. And there might be a few people that get after me for sharing this song, but I don't care. You can judge me. It's okay. But this song is by Benson Boone, and it is Beautiful Things. And this song has been very popular. But a lot of people don't listen to the lyrics per se. It's a good song. It's got a great beat. You feel good listening to it. But the lyrics just hit me, especially because it talks about a few things about how his last 4 Decembers haven't been great and this one's good. And that's kind of how I felt this year. And so this one's really hit me that way. So let's go and start just with the chorus. And the chorus is, I found my mind. I'm feeling sane. It's been a while, but I'm finding my faith. If everything's good and it's great, why do I sit? Wait till it's gone. Oh, I'll tell you, I know. I've got enough. I've got peace and I've got love. But I'm up at night thinking I just might lose it all. Please stay. I want you. I need you. Oh God, don't take the beautiful things that I've got. And that right there is just powerful to me. He's expressing how he's found what he was looking for. And in this song, if a lot of people haven't listened to it or don't know it, he does express how he found the girl he can take home to his parents. And I found that girl.
Mm.
And all of these things is just very relatable. And so that song usually starts my day off with that. The next song I play is Hallelujah by Brandon Lake and Jelly Roll. The next one after that is We Made It by Bob Moses. And I'll round it out with one or another, either like Not Afraid from Eminem that I talked about a couple weeks ago, or Let It Rock by Kid Rudolph.
Yeah.
And that one just is that upbeat. All right, I'm ready for the day.
Mm.
Here I come,
That's
world.
That's your pump song.
It is. It's my hype song for the day.
That's your eye of the
Yeah.
tiger.
Yeah.
It is. It is. So that's my gratitude for today. Destiny, you're up.
Um, I think probably not just surviving, but like thriving. And
Okay.
not just for me, but our kids and him, Jason, and we're not just going through these days surviving them, right? We
Yeah.
face them and we want to make the best out of them and thrive through it and grow and build. So I'm
Awesome.
really thankful for that.
I like that. Okay, Jace, you're up, my friend.
Mine's probably the most simple. I'm just grateful to be here.
Yeah.
Live each day. I mean, I'm humbled every single day. Now just like living on my own time frame
Yeah.
and being here, being able to be here for the family. Literally, like I'm working out of my garage, so
You and me both.
I get to be here for the kids if they need picked up, all that jazz, and I guess I'm baffled by it too because it's like I never thought that would be me.
Yeah.
I've always been up at 5:30, getting ready to be on somebody else's time and going and hitting it hard and knowing what I was going to do every day.
Right.
And yeah,
Yeah. Well, and that's why you're here today, is to talk a little bit about this journey.
it is.
So
Well, living the dream.
yeah.
It's been
Yeah.
a wild one for sure.
You know what? It wouldn't be a dream if it wasn't wild, right?
That's true.
So that brings us to why Jason and Destiny are here today. So Jason and Destiny, you guys are pretty much in this together. I mean, Jason pretty much runs the day to day, but he's got you supporting him behind the scenes and making sure he's getting everything done.
Right.
And they own Backwood Illuminated.
Yep.
And Backwood Illuminated is new to the scene the last couple years and has really grown. And we'll talk about that story. But if you have seen any of our pickle gear, any of our
Hats,
or
t-shirt.
t-shirts or hoodies or pickles, anything that we are doing as far as a promo item, Jason has done it for us.
He's our guy.
He is our guy. And we brought our guy onto the show today.
Mm.
So we have to say thank you, because you've been amazing to help us with designs and ideas and what's going to be the best thing to hand out, because you came from the construction industry
Damn.
and you know what kind of swag construction guys like. So let's talk a little bit about that. So I'll introduce. So me and Jason met, let's see, 2019.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it would have been 2019 when we met. You were running a crusher
Yep.
for a local excavation company, and I was selling parts. And you were up there, and we met, and now neither of us are really doing that, right? I mean, I'm still selling parts, but you're not making big rocks and the small rocks anymore.
No.
But that's how we met, is we met on our day-to-day jobs. Like you said, you were going to work for somebody else and you were making them a lot of money and just getting a paycheck. And you had this idea of, I want to do something different. So let's talk about that. I want to really quick though.
Mhm.
Let's talk about how long were you in the crushing business, making sand and gravel, and kind of go from there. And then maybe how you and Destiny met and that story. We'll just kind of roll with it.
Okay. Well, construction wise, I've been in the business for, well, mostly my whole life, but I think it was about 11 and a half years I was in crushing itself,
Okay.
and heavy equipment operating. And that, I loved it.
Yeah.
That was one of the things that I didn't think anything else could come along and I would love it more.
It kind of gets in your blood when you start doing it.
It does. And I thrived every day to be better and more knowledgeable. And yeah, that,
Yeah. Okay.
What led you to the construction industry or the mining industry, rock and crushing?
Well, honestly, I've kind of fell into it. I had a roommate at the time after I had lost a job. Um, well, it was like not a lose job, but
Parted ways with the job.
no, well, everybody got laid off because the job was over type
Okay.
deal.
Mhm.
And I was hand digging in a refinery, putting in new walkways and pipeline and all that jazz. And yeah, roommate was like, "Listen, this place is hiring," and I was like, "All right,
Okay, we'll try it, huh?
we'll try it out." And that's when I first met Tony.
Okay. Shout out to Big Tony.
Yep, shout out to Tony. And yeah, it kind of just went from there, lucked into it, and then I just really took to it. And
Yeah. Awesome. Well, and how'd you guys meet, and how long you guys been together? Let's start there for a second before we jump into the whole business side of things. Let's learn a little bit more about you two.
well, you know what they say, you swipe right.
Found out that we have that in common.
Yep.
So.
We are both Tinder success stories.
Yeah. We're in that 1 percentile.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So how long you guys been together?
We've been together for just over 5 years.
Okay.
We got married in September
Yeah, that's right. What's your date again?
September 13th.
That's right.
Wow.
See, ours is the 24th, so we're close.
Okay.
Yeah, we're close to you guys. So it was official this last year, you guys, and what else happened this last year?
We went to Scotland on
You went to
holiday.
Scotland.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, back.
Yeah, time to move, right?
Yes.
Yes. But that led into you leaving the rock crushing world, didn't it?
He actually told me that when we were in Scotland.
Oh, wow.
When we got back.
Well, that sounds like there's a little more to this story. Let's hear that story.
Yeah, I pinned her down.
Yeah, we were sitting in this little pub in Scotland, and we had been there for, I don't know, a couple hours, just kind of people watching, hanging out. And he just said, "Hey, when we get back, I think I'm going to quit my job." And I said, "Wow, you married me, brought me to Scotland. Now you want to?" I was just like, "Okay."
Now you want to drop the bomb.
So, I mean, we had a really good conversation about it and kind of discussed what that would look like for us and our family. And, you know, he made a good point. He said, "We'll never know unless he leaps." And now is the time. So
Yeah, well, that's good. And
here I am. Here we are.
here you are. And
Yeah.
I mean, from me looking from the outside in, it appears that business has picked up and you're actually doing really good.
Yeah, we haven't done. We haven't really slowed down.
Yeah.
I mean, even through December it was chaos, but it's kind of carried through and
Still going.
still going.
Yeah.
So
I love it. Well, let's hear the story. You're this rock crushing guy running crushers and heavy equipment, and you got this wild hair that you want to start making promo items. I mean, let's hear about this story here.
How did that even start?
it honestly didn't even start like that. You're on Facebook scrolling. It's a middle of a crush day, and I see this laser, and I'm like seeing people using the laser, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, this could be a cool new hobby.
Okay.
Things like $1,200, and it's like the high end of the lower end lasers that I knew nothing about. Got it home. That was rough.
Yeah, that was funny getting it to our house for sure.
Yeah, got it home. And I think I spent just trying to like upload the software into my computer for the laser. I think I spent literally almost 16 hours doing it
Wow.
because it was just not. It was China, not user friendly,
Yeah.
and yeah.
And again, you're not a computer guy by
Yeah.
trade.
Oh yeah, no, and yeah. By the time I got that done, that was exhausting, and then I was up trying to do it right. Yeah, it started out with like more artsy projects.
Okay.
So all this jazz, I did. Man Trip was coming up, so I do a Man Trip every year. Shout out to Man Trip. Told the boys I'd do it. And I figured all my guys, I was going to do like a tumbler, and I had never done this before. And so I did a man trip tumbler with their whole logo and like their special names or whatever. And this leads into where it kind of went. And that's I had known Travis was in my man trip thing, but he hadn't been for a few years. And so I got there and, we're all drunk around the fire. I'm handing these things out. And this guy looks at me and he goes, "I'm going to make you a lot of money." I'm like, okay, that's how I want it. But, you're drunk. You
Yeah.
don't know if
Right.
you're talking out of his
Right.
ass.
Prove it.
Yeah. And after we got back from that trip, it just went,
Yeah.
he went full send. And it was like,
He just started sending you jobs then, just like small jobs?
yeah, he's just like, "Well, what do you think about this?" And I was like, "Cool, I can make some money. That's
Yeah.
cool."
Because I remember coming to drop parts off to you. I come into the control tower and you got this laser sitting on top of a cooler with bungee cords held down. And you're sitting there burning out these cups while you're making, while you're crushing rocks. And I'm like, what are you doing?
I've always searched for something else to do. It's the ADHD in me.
Right.
So like it's always something more. And so it's either I could be up there running the tower and watching Netflix, or I could be up there running the tower, watching Netflix and burning cups. So it's like, why not?
You're a multitasker.
Let's double dip,
He
and
definitely likes to keep his mind busy.
oh, yeah. It keeps you from wandering, honestly.
Yeah. Keep idle hands, right? Keep you
Yes.
from having those idle hands.
Exactly.
Yep.
But I've done a lot of work up in the box, when I probably shouldn't have been, but when you can, you do it. It's all about survival, and you learn when you do start owning the business. You learn that you really are like the small guy on the totem pole when you are working for somebody else.
Yeah.
And I see how much they make going out the door. I'm not making that.
Yeah.
And that just kind of put more thoughts, and yeah, it just
kind of drove you to kind of perfect your craft a little bit. It really you found your niche, because what you specialize in is the laser engraving. Like that's your number one,
Yeah.
right? And then you also do, the screen printing and all the other stuff along that comes with it. But the laser printing is where you've really dialed in, and you've got a fantastic product that you put out.
Yeah, between cups, and honestly, cups have slowed down. It's more hat patches now,
Yeah.
leather.
Well, and specialty items.
Mhm.
We good to say a couple of your clients on here? You good with that?
Yeah, we can use Western Equipment Solutions.
Yeah, you've got
Western, yeah.
you've got a huge contract with Western Equipment Solutions, and you do all of their swag. Die cast to hats
Yeah.
to all these cool things.
Yeah, just yesterday I did 2 baseball mitts and a Louisville Slugger.
Oh, nice.
I can't say who for, but yeah, like it's just cool little projects that come
Yeah.
across your desk. They're like, they break up that monotony.
Yeah.
Well, and then when they ask him if he can laser it, he'll go and try to find it in our house. So I have like Tupperware lids that are lasered, remote controls, and just because he wanted to see
if he could do it.
if it would laser, if it would, if it would hold what he was trying to put on it. And so, yeah, we have.
So you got a lot of cool brands around the house, right?
Yeah, like we have one of our Tupperware lids says "good food." Just
Just labeling it.
The goodness.
Oh, the goodness.
Goodness.
I'm sorry, the goodness.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, he just you know, the people will ask him, "Hey, can you do this?" And if we have it around the house, we've tried laser on clothes. We've tried just to see if it would work, just to see if
Yeah.
there was more product that we could throw out there.
Did the clothing start on fire?
No, he
Okay.
did engrave a pumpkin.
Oh, wow.
So all the other kids are in there, you know, carving their pumpkins.
He's out there with the laser.
And he's out there with the laser, and I stood there. I was hoping so much that it was just gonna like just
Explode or
explode all over him, and it didn't. But
That would have been so cool.
it was
It would have been very messy.
Yeah.
worth it, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So I'm just sitting here looking around the room. You got me all turned. I'm just curious. Have you ever tried to engrave anything electronic, like a computer or anything like that yet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
I've done bottoms of monitors. I've done
Remember those glasses? Didn't you do
yeah,
glasses?
I can do glasses now. So
Really, just down the temple frame
yeah,
or whatever?
yeah.
Awesome.
I've done some safety ones for a few companies, and Oakley's is the one I'm trying to push into.
AirPods. You've done
AirPod cases,
Wow.
lots of electronics.
Really?
I
I would
actually
never
have a
guess.
machine for that, this specifically for plastics and stuff. As long as my exhaust system is right, you just don't want to be breathing that stuff in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could even do it on the back of an iPhone.
Yeah,
Wow.
phone cases, all that jazz.
You're going to get a lot of business just off this. That so many people want to personalize their phones and stuff, man. Here you go.
Yeah, and there's no job too small, is what I say, and
Yeah.
that's the beauty of even some of the salesmen I talk to is like, well, that's why you come to me, because I'm not going to turn you away. I don't have minimums. I don't do all that, and I will go the extra mile and make your stuff look good. So that's really what helps out.
Well, we've definitely had our fair share of one-offs that we've started to do, which has been good. And kind of let you branch out on a few other areas because we've done a few things you hadn't really got into yet.
Yeah.
One thing that was really cool is we ended up finding a fantastic way to make hard hat stickers.
Yeah.
And those hard hat stickers you made us, I mean, they're holding up. They're so great. I mean, they're visible. They're going to last forever. And it was just one of those cool little ideas we had.
And that's good because being in that field, I've had guys come hand me stickers that
they're awful.
They went off, like started peeling the first rain you're sitting under, right? And a lot of people just don't think about that. You want it to last. You want it to be the one that's on there for the life of the hard hat.
Well, and I kind of hear it in your voice, and I know this just from working with you, but you really put a lot of love into everything you do because it's personal. It's for you. It's the pride of doing the project the best way and giving the end user their best product that they can get. And I see that from what you've done for us. But we've had our friend Chad Serrano on here, who's a Sarno. I always say Chad's name wrong.
Yeah.
But we had him on here as a world-renowned chef. And his thing was, everybody can cook, right? But it's when you cook with that love and you add that into it, it adds that extra layer of just making it better.
That extra flavor.
And that's what you do.
Yeah.
Is you add that extra layer and that extra flavor into what you're cooking, what you're engraving, to just make it personal for the company or for the person that you're doing. I mean, I have to give you a shout out just for doing, our son has his little YouTube channel and you made a customized hoodie and shirt and hats for him for Christmas.
That was like the gift of all gifts. When he received that, he was so excited for those items and was absolutely floored. You'd think that Santa Claus showed up and dropped a Maserati on his doorstep. Like, he was so excited.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. To get a teenager excited about anything is a big deal.
Oh, we know that.
Yeah, right?
I do know that.
Yeah. So I want to ask you, Destiny, as this journey's gone, how have you kind of been in the back encouraging him? Like if he gets discouraged with a project, or how have you seen yourself supporting him when maybe he didn't believe in what he was doing?
Well, we've watching him, he's 100% self-taught, right? Like everything that he's done in this business, he has sat and spent hours and hours and hours teaching himself. And with that, he was working full time at his crushing job, and then he'd come home and essentially be working full time in his shop because he had products that he had to get out and things like that. And we have 4 kids. So, I mean, I feel like I just held down the inside while he was able to chase his dream in his shop and do that. And, there were times where there was he had just bought a brand new laser, and it was the biggest one that we had bought, and, he erased the whole program on the laser not even 24 hours after it hit our living room.
Oh boy.
And the panic of not knowing how to get everything back was I mean, this was a very expensive laser, and now it was useless,
Oh.
and I don't know, I just told him, I said, you gotta figure it out, do your research, do what you do best, go on your deep dives and just find it. And it took probably 8 hours of him doing different things, and he got it back.
Mm.
And that laser is probably one of the biggest moneymaker pieces of equipment that we have in our garage. So, I mean, it's just more of the encouraging him that it can be done and that he can do it, and not to second guess himself because of everything he's already been able to build
Yeah.
thus far, right?
Yeah. What was your initial reaction when he told you that I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to do this full time?
I was terrified.
As it should be.
I was terrified. I mean, we both have been through we met later in life, right? And so we both have been through so much, and we bought a house 3 years ago, and we have and so I finally felt like we were stable,
Mhm.
right? Like we were financially stable, we were good, like all of these things. And so when he said that, in my mind, I'm like, oh, what if it doesn't work? Like, what are we going to do?
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
Because we have 4 kids and things like that. And he just was, he can always go back to
Yeah.
the crushing world
Right.
if he needs to.
There's
He can-
always
He had
a
a
job.
he had a
and that's what he told me. And he was like, look at how much I've already been able to do doing this as a part-time thing, after work. Like, can you imagine how big this can get if I'm doing this full time?
Yeah.
And just basically that I'll never know if you don't let me leap.
Mhm.
And trust me that I'm not going to let this fail.
Yeah.
And that's
So-
especially with you guys. I mean, 5 years, right? Just over 5 years together. That's a big trust jump. That's what they call the trust fall of a relationship, right?
Yeah.
They can either make or break it because you guys have to be in it 100% together.
Well, I've just never seen anybody have as much drive and passion that the willingness to put in the effort to learn this brand new trade all by himself. Like, nobody's pushing him to do it. He just wanted to, and he researched every single nook and cranny of it. So, and seeing that drive and that passion, I'm like, okay, let's do it.
It
Let's jump.
sounds like he kind of proved himself even before that
Yeah, no,
from
for sure.
the work that he was putting into it beforehand. So
Yeah. I mean, and in the early days, there was definitely all-nighters and us switching off on
I need you to watch the laser for 2 hours so I can sleep for 2 hours.
that first quarter, or that first fourth quarter, so like Christmas time,
Yeah.
that first year. Yeah, he definitely took on a couple more jobs than he could have handled, and he slept for 3 hours, and I ran cups for 3 hours, and I woke him up, and he ran cups for 3 hours, and I slept for 3 hours, and just to meet those, those deadlines and stuff. And so it's definitely gotten better.
Yeah.
we don't
Yeah. do
that anymore, but
yeah.
in those early days, it definitely.
Yeah, that's the one thing that you always hear about the success of entrepreneurship, right?
Mm.
Going out and living, going after your dream and making it. But a lot of people don't ever take that leap to do it. They don't understand the blood, sweat, and no sleep that goes into those first couple years of any new startup, no matter what type of business it is. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're opening a restaurant or doing what you're doing or starting a podcast, I mean, all these things take time, and you're always doing something else because you got to support yourself as the thing's going. And I had no idea that you guys had to go through that first quarter. I remember he was very tired.
Yeah.
I had no idea that it was to that extent. So I commend you guys for making it through that. That's awesome.
On top of that, we have kids that play sports and kids
Yeah.
that dance and kids that do, so much stuff. So he's doing that. And I'm like, oh, we're going to pause that lasering and we got to go to this Christmas concert real quick and then come back and get to it,
Yeah. Well, with that, we talk about this a lot on the show. How has that mental stress, Jace, I'll ask you first. How has that mental stress been for you? Because it's definitely not all rainbows and butterflies.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work and a lot of stress. How do you manage when things are starting to get a little crazy? Because we know those crazy times come.
I get flustered. There's, a little bit of grumpiness happening. Uh, my managing of it though is, I don't know, I'm old school. Uh, I always watched my dad do nothing but work when I was growing up. Um, you just got to buckle down and just do it. There wasn't really like a thought in my head of quitting. There, that's never been a thought. It's put your head down and you buckle into it and do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And but that's also, I mean, how I was so successful in crushing and doing all that. The mental side of it, I don't let myself feel it. That's where it really
Yeah.
blows into.
Well, and I've seen you change a little bit since you've kind of gone full time doing
Mhm.
this. It does seem like that mental stress has kind of dropped a little bit because now you've recreated some more space for yourself to do things that you like to do. Is that a good assumption from what I'm seeing on my
Oh,
side?
it's definitely a lot better that way. I have a lot more time for the family and a lot more time for even like little self time
Yeah.
for
What do you
me.
do in self time?
It's mainly my kind of projects.
Okay.
So like I'll go in and I'll do my own little laser projects and I'll turn on the tunes and I'll escape there. That's that's where I feel like 100% that's my self time.
Yeah.
Um
Get to
but
experiment and play
yeah,
around.
Be
experiment
artistic.
or do some artistic things and come up with something kind of new, and that's being the creative, letting that out. That's my self time.
That's your self time.
I think
Like
it's
it.
amazing because, the artists in the world, y- there's so many different kinds of art out there, but somebody that can take something ordinary and turn it into something extraordinary is a whole new field as well, and
Yeah.
still has such an amazing artistic aspect to it as well. Because there's so many ordinary things in the world, and to take, something that you see every day and make it beautiful or make it cool or make it outstanding, that's a whole art in itself as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna ask you the same question, Destiny. What are you kind of doing as again? This was a whole new venture and definitely probably put stress on you because you're still working your full time job and you're like, okay, now I'm really the breadwinner. So
Yeah.
how was your mental state at that point, and what have you kind of started doing for yourself as things have grown?
I think at first it was really like I said before, it was really scary for me. It was I feel like that just security a little bit, for me was taken for a second, but I never doubted him. I think that was the biggest thing. Like I when we had our conversation about everything, he was just like, "I know I can do this," and I trusted that. And so watching him still continue to thrive and make this even bigger and things like that, I know that it's something that he feels so passionate about and gives everything to. And so, I mean, it definitely is nice not going to sleep every night by myself because he's working out in the shop. We now go to bed together.
yeah.
Yeah.
And, because before it wasn't like that. Like he was working until all hours of the night and then getting up at 6 a.m. and going to his full-time job the next day. So he's not doing that anymore. And he is able to hang out with the kids and I and things like that a lot more, which makes it easier. I don't have to stress about how kids are getting home from school.
Right.
You can just go get them.
Yeah.
That is nice. But I he still does work. I mean, me and him have been on the phone at 9 o'clock at night. I mean, but it's not a routine thing. It happens once in a while now.
Well, you
So
can pick and choose your hours too.
Right.
So,
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
isn't it weird? You can get up and say, you know what, I don't want to work for a couple hours today. Or you know what, I need to get it done so I can be done by 1 o'clock.
It is weird. It is dangerous
Yeah.
because if you lean into the complacency, it's number one killer.
Yeah.
And that's what all the research that I deep dive into everything, right?
Every
Uh, but complacency is number one. And if you give into that too much, it's failure.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still gets up in the morning as if he was going to a full-time job.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He gets up and gets
Sometimes
food.
I don't roll out of bed until like 8, but
But now you get to let your body have that natural circadian rhythm. You get to let your body wake yourself up because you don't have to get up to that alarm clock if you don't want to.
yeah. No, and that's sleep has immensely gone up. I do feel healthier that way for sure. Since this whole ordeal, I actually get a night's sleep, so that's yeah.
I will tell you, since we've been on our journey this last 6-7 months, the sleep thing has made such a big difference.
Mhm.
And I don't care if I go to bed 8 o'clock and get up a little bit early, or I don't care if I go to bed late and then sleep in. But having those 6 to 7 hours for me, that's my key. That's my sweet spot. If I get those 6 to 7 hours, the next day's great. And I never before I took sleep like I don't need it. I don't need to sleep. I'll sleep when I'm dead type thing, like the Bon Jovi song, right?
Mhm.
But it makes a huge impact on your day and your life, and I mean your physical health. Starting to get that. I mean, you guys both have lost a lot of weight between the two of you. I mean, what's that rough number between the two of you over this last year and a half
Just over, or a little over 100 pounds
between the two of us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that right there is showing you guys are taking better care of yourselves
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
better.
putting it more of a priority. And so that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, well, what's next for you guys? The sky's the limit. So, what are you looking at doing next? You starting to expand? Buy new equipment? Kind of, what's the next step with Backwood Illuminated for you guys?
You know what? I'm still small at heart, so as long as I can stay in the garage, I want to.
That's where you want to be.
That's where I mean, no overhead's the best overhead, right?
Right.
But I'm sure we're gonna be forced
Listen, we
to
never.
hire somebody to, move into something bigger. Honestly, I'm not looking for it to take over the world. I really am not. I just want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Make enough, make people happy. I'm still happy. It doesn't need to be huge, but if it took our life to the next level, then that would be cool.
Yeah. I mean, you're getting there, like you said,
Yeah.
and I've been there. We've talked a lot about financial struggles. We've had some similar background on that, and buying that house when you guys were able to finally do that, I know it was huge for you. Like that was something you had been working towards for years. And when you finally did that, I remember seeing kind of that relief on your face and that excitement. And you're like, I remember I showed up to the pit that day and you're like, guess what? I get to go sign on my house this week. And I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah,
So
that's a huge accomplishment,
It was.
especially in this day and age too, because not a lot of people, more and more people, aren't able to own their own home, unfortunately. So that is a huge thing.
Yeah, it was huge
Yeah,
for the
it
both
was
of
3
us.
years ago today.
Was it really?
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Happy house of
Thanks.
How's that anniversary?
house anniversary. Yeah.
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 Well, kind of the same question for you, Destiny. Are you going to continue to work full time because you love it, or eventually do you want to work with Jason full time? What's your dream? I mean, it doesn't have to come about, but what's your dream? What would you love to see happen?
I don't see myself leaving my job.
Okay.
I've been at my job for over 10 years now, and I absolutely love what I do and love the people that I work with.
And what do you do?
I am in the drilling foundation industry.
Okay.
So we sell the big, huge drill rigs that drill down into the foundation to build bridges and structures and all that kind of stuff. So
That's awesome.
I do all of the quoting and customs paperwork and stuff. And I've been with them for, like I said, just over 10 years. So that's kind of that's my baby.
Yeah.
Right? Like that, I was in a very different spot in my life when I started there. So I don't see myself leaving that per se, but maybe, I mean, jumping in I help him on the background stuff when it's needed for sure.
Definitely gonna be my HR girl.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure that if we do ever expand from the garage and things like that, there'll be hats that I wear there, but I don't see myself ever leaving what I'm doing right now. Yeah.
Well, it's good to have that. I mean, we've talked about that. I mean, Hillary just announced a little while ago. I mean, she's going part time at her job that she's been there for over 10 years. to be able to come and help with some of this stuff we've been working on. And she kind of felt the same way as you.
It's hard.
It is hard.
It's
Yeah.
really hard because uh at my job it was the same thing. It was that was my baby. I they trained me from the ground up. I have a lot of loyalty there. They
You
gave
helped
me
build that
so
department.
yeah, they gave me so much knowledge and foundation in that sense. And I have friends, family,
Right.
all of that is there. So for me to step back from that to do this other thing that I am super passionate about, um, I'm passionate about recovery, and it fit well with what I'm with the RFW and everything else. They fit together, but it is still hard to leave that or to even just step back a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like that my job is just something that's mine,
mm,
that I've worked really, really hard to be where I'm at there.
mhm.
And it is this, I mean, it's the same. Our company is family owned. And so I work hand in hand with the owners every single day. And, you know, yeah, they were supporting me through the birth of my baby. So,
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
big. It's
yeah,
big.
It's
Even the birth of this baby, the relationship and everything.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
They've been here a lot for us too.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
they were at the wedding.
yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I'm trying to figure out how to word this next question that I have for you guys. I want to hear a little bit more about you guys have a blended family.
We do.
And we talk about it, we've had it, and it's something we haven't talked about a lot here, but how did that work for you guys with blending your family together, but also a business at the same time? I mean, there's a lot of wheels turning in your house.
So the blending actually was really easy.
Okay.
As weird as that sounds. His kids' mom is one of my best friends.
Oh, really?
So, and yeah, we've kind of developed that friendship
After the fact.
But, okay, well, yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
was
yeah,
that
no, not
before
this one.
or after?
Nope, this is after.
You became friends after.
We did.
Okay.
And really easily, right? She when him and I met, I actually lived in Magna and he lived in Bountiful.
Uh-huh.
And she would let me come and pick up his kids before I even met her. I would go and pick them up and bring them to Magna because it made more sense for me to grab
Because you were
them
closer.
because I was closer to them. And she just trusted that, right? She trusted that her kids said that they loved me, and that was that. And then when my daughter started kindergarten, she started going over to their mom's house every day after school, so I didn't have to pay for daycare and things like that. So we kind of just built on that,
Yeah.
right? And now they live 7 doors down from us. So
Oh, I
Yeah.
did not know it was that close. I knew you moved
Yeah.
closer, but I didn't know it was that close.
Yeah, they have that corner house.
yeah,
Okay.
they live 8
So they're
yeah, 7 or 8 doors down.
seven or 8 doors down.
That's got to be nice though. I mean, it's awesome. And you always see the pictures of the blended families with the what would it be?
Steps.
The stepmothers and dads with the shirts on and the real parents with the shirts on. And they're all standing together on the sideline of like a football game.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're all supporting the kid together.
Mhm.
And you guys exemplify that. It sounds like that's what you guys have going on.
Yeah, we actually don't use the word step.
Yeah. I mean,
We use bonus.
bonus. And that's kind of
And even my
same
kids,
thing.
my kids
Yeah.
call each other. And I mean, his ex has 2 younger daughters, and they have grown up thinking that my kids are their siblings as well. Like
Yeah.
we
That's
just raise
awesome.
them, and
Yeah. And I mean, one point they were I was one of their best friends.
Yeah.
But,
They get older.
yeah, as they get older, like it's like an extension of you anyways. So like even if they had something and Amanda and Ryan couldn't be there, one of us would step in and be there.
yeah, we're on their emergency contact list just like they are on our kids.
Awesome.
So.
Yeah.
And it's the same. It goes the same opposite way.
Yeah.
If we can't be there, they would surely be there for us.
Well, that's awesome that
Yeah.
you guys have that. And so that stress, you guys don't have a stress when it comes to that dynamic at your house.
Not on that side.
Yeah.
Mine's a little different, but not on his side for sure.
But we all have that, right? It can't go both ways on both sides, but it sounds like it is a great situation.
The
as far-
atmosphere.
I mean,
The atmosphere is just
Yeah.
yeah.
the kids. It's excellent for the kids.
Well, and it's funny because our kids know, especially our teenagers. So his daughter and my son are 22 days apart in
Okay.
age.
Wow.
And, So they go to the same school. They're both juniors in high school. And there was a test day that they were trying not to go to. And so my son came and asked us, and his daughter was at her mom's. And I was like, we can't tell you that you can stay home without addressing the council. Like, there's 2 of you.
Yeah.
So we literally put them on a phone call and we're like, plead your case. Why do you want? And they have to speak to all of 4 parents,
Yeah.
and we all have to agree. So we always just call the council if
Yeah.
there's.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's great that you guys can work together like that.
Yeah.
Makes it easy.
It does, yeah. And I mean, in 2024, we went on a family vacation. All of us shared Airbnbs throughout, did 5 days of theme parks in Florida, and it was
Spent way too much money.
spent way too much, but it was so much fun. And
Yeah.
and that was the one where people's eyes got really big. You're sharing an Airbnb for
Yeah.
12 days
With your husband's ex?
with your and at one Airbnb, our rooms were directly like you opened up both doors and you could see into. We're just like, hey.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, was it weird at first, or
No.
did it really just right off the bat you guys just clicked and it just went?
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of just clicked.
Yeah, we got invited to a wedding in Florida, and Amanda, his kids' mom, was in the wedding, and I called her and I said, "What if we get these guys on board to go a week early?"
Yeah.
And we hit up Orlando, and it worked.
Yeah.
We did it, and it was the best, and the kids were really happy,
I
right?
bet.
Seeing us all together,
Mhm.
and it was a lot of fun.
That's an ideal situation for the kids as well.
Yeah.
Everybody working together so that the kids can have the best experience and grow up that way. It says a lot about all the parties involved's character. So
Yeah, we all just really want what's best for them, right?
Right.
We want to raise them to thrive and things like that, and we all just kind of have the same goal.
Yeah. Was it weird for you, Jace, at all? At first, you're like, why are they getting along? I mean, or where you're like, this is cool.
Honestly, I was positive about it the whole
Yeah.
time because it's like nice. Because I mean, they were communicating more than we had to, so it was like
You got off the hook about talking to her for
basically,
a while,
yeah,
right?
basically, and it just it made things a lot better.
Mhm.
Because I mean, initially you go through the few years where it's just rough,
Yeah.
right? Our relationship wasn't ideal for a few years. It was nasty,
Yeah.
but it made things even better, and it just made it easier. And that's all you want.
Yeah.
A lot of people just get stuck in those little baby mama, baby daddy bull, and it's
Yeah.
like
It really has nothing to do with
I'm
them.
so glad I don't have to think about that
Mhm.
or do any of that.
Yeah.
I see both sides of it because it's really hard to get past resentments
Mhm.
Yes.
when you spent a lot of years in that state of mind.
Yeah.
And so it is very, very hard for people to let go of those resentments and just focus on the children or on the kids and what's best for them. And again, it's just I can see both sides of it, of wanting to hold on to, you did this to me or this is what happened. But also we need to make sure that the kids don't see that and are thriving, and just the more that you could put the focus on the kids, the better. And I just really commend both of you for doing that. So, yeah.
Well, it's got to make, I mean, just everything just so much easier at home
Mhm.
running it like that. So that's awesome.
Yeah, and I mean, and don't get me wrong, like there's definitely things that we don't agree on
Right.
all the way, right?
Right. I mean, you'll never be 100%.
No.
We have a group chat called Co-parenting at its finest, right? And that has the 4 of us in it, and when things come up with the kids, we go there and we chat. And there's times that Amanda and I agree on things and the guys agree on things, and we we team up how it's necessary, right? To
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah.
Whatever's best for the kids in the long run.
Yeah.
That's just what you guys roll with. And that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, very, very cool.
And I mean, then the kids are involved in the business now too. So
Yeah.
That was actually my next question, is have the kids shown interest in the business, and could this turn into a whole family business?
I don't think it's gonna be a family business type
Okay.
deal. They like the aspect of, oh, dad's gonna pay me $8 or $10 an hour. I like that.
I'll do what he says for that. right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't. I mean, we've done a few projects, and they get excited in the moment, but they're kids.
Yeah.
And some of it's really tedious, right? So like my 8-year-old wants to help. And so we're like, okay, we'll cut the boxes open and you can take the cups out of the wrap. And then when dad's done lasering them, you can wrap them back up and put them back. But that's her helping, right? Like,
Right.
she's just excited to be a part of it, as to where the older ones can go out there and actually run the laser and things like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe as they get older and graduate, maybe things will change. Maybe they'll have an interest in it. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
So
I bet they think it's cool because they get
Custom
their
stuff.
dad. Yeah, they get their dad to make them custom cool stuff.
That's the thing.
and teacher gifts.
They never do that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Teacher cup.
Well, we've done teacher
Yeah.
cups, but
Yeah.
they've never like come out and like, hey, well, I mean, I've done it a few times, like Christmas gifts or whatever, but they've never really like. I'm like, dude, there's a lot of stuff I could make out here.
Yeah.
All you have to do is say something, and I'll help you put it together.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it just
For a Christmas.
yeah. Braxton, we did it at Christmas. We did some gifts for his sisters, and
He went through and designed them all. He went in
Cool.
and
Yeah,
designed all of
it's cool.
his little notepad covers for his sisters for
Nice.
Christmas. And
Yeah.
And then
got
Danny's
those.
done a few cups and stuff like that for her friends. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's there. Take advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would.
Absolutely.
Well, kids
I do.
take things. Don't take advantage of many things and take things
They take it for granted.
for granted.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't understand how cool it is to some of the stuff you do.
Yeah.
Well, they definitely show it off the shop to their friends when
Yeah.
they come
Yeah.
over. They're like,
Yeah.
"Look what our dad can do."
Yeah.
He is
And look
great.
what he branded.
Yeah.
He's done a rock star cup.
Yeah, he's all the time.
Like, yeah. But at the same time, it's like they're in the primo spot. You could own your own brand, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You could be killing it at 16, 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just about finding their little niche and going with it.
Yeah, and if it makes money, I'm happy to help you keep making money.
Yeah.
Well, and you've helped our little guy with
His brand.
brand, and it's kind of he's doing okay, and I think there's going to be more of that to come. So,
That's awesome.
but
It is.
yeah. Well, as we kind of wrap up,
Mhm.
what are a couple key points that you want to put out there about Backwood, and maybe even some advice for people who are wanting to go out and start something on their own?
You really put me on the spot.
I am. I am.
Well, keynotes. I don't know. Like,
I think the biggest one is the sky's the limit. If you want to see it on something, I'm sure that we can make it happen for you.
Okay.
yeah,
Right? You want to see a sticker, you want to see it on a hat, you want to see it on a shirt, a cup,
Back of your iPhone.
the back of your iPhone.
Mhm.
We can do it for you. And if you have an idea but you're not sure on how to zone in on that idea, let him help you.
Yeah.
Because he can bring his own little touch spin to it, right?
yeah. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but it does
Yeah.
happen. Thanks for
You're welcome.
helping me out.
You're welcome. I mean, for me, I think that's the biggest thing is give him the chance. If you want to see it on something, let him make it happen for you.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
He will.
Awesome. Well, what about somebody starting out? Somebody that wants to take that jump like you guys did.
Yeah.
What?
What's your best advice?
Yeah.
Trust the freaking process.
Trust the process. Never say no.
Yeah.
I have a real bad habit of never saying no. But I don't know, that also takes a certain kind of person too. Like
Yeah.
I've never did that at work, and it just it's one of those things that tied to the timeline, the shinier this diamond's going to be,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know? But if you say no, then that's something lost that you could have done.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Something you could have learned from too.
Exactly.
Well,
If
And
you say no, they're gonna go find somebody else who will say yes.
Yeah.
exactly.
So why not just be the yes guy?
Well, and you know what? If you say no, you'll never have that opportunity to fail. And that's kind of my mantra this year a little bit is, I want to try things and fail at them and see what I can learn from it.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I want to fail, but if I fail, what did I learn from it, and how can I do it better?
Yeah.
And so you don't give yourself that opportunity to learn if you say no.
Exactly.
Well, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to strive for perfection. That's not what life's all about. And honestly, some of the most unique things I've ever made were not in perfection. Some of them were by accident, And it's just like, Oh, that turned out kind of cool. We'll just keep that.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, well, I know you've listened to a few.
Mhm.
We always change the tables and let you guys now be the interviewers,
Oh,
and you get to ask us. I mean, we're getting to know each other pretty good over the last couple years, but there might still be something or for Hillary. So, what questions, each of you? What do you have for us? Anything you want to know or things you've been thinking about?
how about you step it up? I know you've been wondering.
What?
Have you guys put how? I mean, have you guys pushed into the RFW thing
As far as
as far as
rolling it out.
rolling it out?
Yeah, so it's official this week. We officially have 2 members signed up.
Okay.
So we are rolling. We've got those signed up. Our big push is for March. We have our very first board meeting with all the board members that'll be there and to really assign what's going to happen throughout the rest of the year. So, but we will be getting our first donation as well. I've got a commitment on our first donation. So it's happening. It's been a little bit of a process and there's a lot to do. If anybody's done anything with a nonprofit, it's very different than a business.
Oh, I'm
There's a
sure.
lot of things that need to be done differently. And I will tell you the hardest thing is to walk up to somebody and ask them for money
Oh.
when you're not giving them anything back. I mean, I'm used to providing services for people and they pay for them.
Yeah.
Now I'm going in to say, I just want your money.
Yeah.
But it's for a good cause. And so that's been a very hard change, but it's rolling. I mean, we've got trainings booked. This second member I just signed up, he's got locations in Idaho, Colorado, Vegas, and here. And we've already got the Colorado trip planned where we're going to train his facility in Colorado, and then we're getting the other ones done. I mean, so we're going.
Yeah.
You'll start seeing more of it really quick.
Okay, well, that leads into my next question then. How do you manage that? You have to be a salesman here. You have to be a salesman for pickles. You have to be a salesman, but it's all a different hat.
It is.
How do you juggle that?
Oh boy. Um, it's the biggest thing I've learned is the slow down factor. I've got to slow down because when I'm going and I jump from one to the other within the same hour,
Mm.
that's when my mistakes have happened. And I've seen that's when my mistakes have happened. And so now it's really scheduling my time and making sure that, okay, for this hour of today, this hour is focused on the nonprofit. For this next hour, it's focused on getting some people signed up and doing some training with Surviving Life Pickles. And for this hour, the next 5 hours is selling heavy equipment parts and delivering and taking care of all my construction customers.
A
And
lot of delegation.
it is. I mean, we have hired a director for the nonprofit now, and he is 15 plus years, I think almost 20 years with the American Red Cross. So he's been in the nonprofit world a long time. So he's going to take a big weight off. We have our clinical director, which he's helping with the trainings and a lot of things on that. So that's established. Hillary's going to start picking up a lot of the stuff I'm doing as far as the advocate work. Once I get a business signed off, I'm going to take her in and introduce her, and then it's her baby. And so it is delegating. And it's the same thing. I just hired my dad to come deliver parts for me, the construction thing, because I just can't do it all. And he's retired and needed something to do. So I was like, hey, I need you a couple days a week to pull a trailer and drop stuff off. And he's like, okay.
Yeah. This past week was past 2 weeks, I started noticing it in him of the burning candles at both ends. And I had to kind of reel him back a little bit and say, hey, our plates are a little full.
Yeah.
We need to delegate here. We need to prioritize and we need to find out what we can hand off or if there's something that we need to hand off or something that we need to get rid of completely. And he came right back and said, this is something that I could hand off that would make things a lot easier of finding a delivery driver,
Yeah.
And so that was the first step of it. And then also this next week is going to be my last week full time. So just getting through this next week and then I'll go to part time so that he can start delegating some more over to me as well. but it is a juggling act for sure.
And I think sometimes, like, I know with Jason, he gets so wrapped up in what he's doing that he doesn't even realize that he's overdoing himself,
Yep.
right?
He's
Yeah.
exactly the same.
And so then you have no choice but to pull him back and be like, wait a second.
Yeah.
There's only 24 hours in a day.
Yep.
Okay. And part of that you have to be sleeping.
Yep.
Like,
And part of that, you need to be present for your kids. And part of that, you need to be present for your job. And you need, so it is a juggling act, and it is finding out, what you can do to make it
easier.
for everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
So
So does that answer that question?
Yeah. And it's the next question too, was like, how do you guys reel it in and focus at the end of the night?
Yeah.
What's
hot tub.
Yeah.
is it?
So
We need to get a hot tub.
so literally, I mean, we pretty much have a routine. I would say 5 out of the 7 nights a week.
Yeah.
Where we have a sauna and a hot tub
Mhm.
out in our gym, and we'll alternate where she'll get in the sauna and then kind of cool off and then kind of get in the hot tub and just kind of relax for a few minutes. We have a full sound system out there, and we just play music and we have mood lights and turn them on and just kind of turn the lights down and relax. I sit in my cold tub because that's literally what calms my mind down. I have found that if nothing else works, if I sit in that cold water for 5 minutes, guess what? I'm good.
Yeah.
And so that's our routine at night, is just we do that wind down. We do some meditation when we're in the sauna and the hot tub together. Sometimes we have conversations, but we have put rules in that we don't have phones out there. We
No
don't
financial.
conversations, no business conversations. It's, hey, check in with each other type thing.
How was your day?
And that's been a big thing that we utilize.
That's super healthy.
Yeah.
It didn't come naturally. We had to force it, and some nights we absolutely have to force it, where we don't.
It's like we got to stop.
Yeah,
we got to stop.
We
and
just have
go.
to stop, and we just have to take this time for us.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can be forced, but it's necessary.
And I think everybody gets so wrapped up in the day to day of the grind, right? That at the end of the day, you forget, like, this was number one first,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, Destiny, what about you? Any questions you have?
I don't know.
There's nothing we won't answer. So
Is it hard for you while he's juggling everything and all the different? Because I mean, I feel like every time I turn around, he's like, "Oh, today I'm gonna go fix garage doors, and tomorrow I'm gonna be doing this, and tomorrow," and so I'm like, "When?" Like,
These two are a peas in the pod.
I know.
Sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, because I'm always like, "Gosh, you're already doing so much."
Yeah.
And so is that hard for you too?
It is sometimes. Yeah. He So we've said this multiple times, and I've said this multiple times, and I've done a lot of therapy over this, but he's the dreamer and I'm the realist.
Yep.
And sometimes to my detriment and sometimes to his detriment, where I constantly feel like I'm pulling him down out of the clouds and kind of trying to bring him back to reality, and he's constantly trying to pull me up and be like, don't be a pessimist. I'm like, I'm not a pessimist, I'm a realist. And so it's finding, I have a lot of trust in him, but I have been through things in my life as well that tend to bring me back, and maybe make me into a little bit of a pessimist, but everything that he has proven to me has made all the difference as well. And I just know that I need to let him run with his dreams, because that is what he is passionate about. That's what drives him every day. And sometimes it can be frustrating because I either feel like I'm on the sideline, or I feel like I am holding him back. But I love being along for this ride, and I love supporting him, and he's brought so much to the table, of things that I never even remotely thought were possible.
Yeah.
He has absolutely sparked that dreamer back into me as well. And yeah, it is a balancing act, and it does take a lot of trust.
Yeah.
And it's terrifying, just like you said. But there's also that spiritual aspect that I know that if we're doing good things will come from it.
Right.
And just focusing on that, and everything that we're doing right now are good things. You know, we want to help, we want to be of service. And I know that no matter what, as long as we stay within that circle, I know that my higher power or the spirit of the universe or whatever you want to call it is going to take care of us. So it's a little bit of trust in that as well.
Just like jumping out of a plane, you got to trust the parachute's going to hold you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could get me jumped. Listen, we jumped and let him quit his job, but jumping on an airplane, I think I'll keep my feet on the ground.
He talked me into that one,
Oh.
and it won't happen again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she trusted
They're
me
done
enough
that.
that she would be okay.
Yep.
So,
I knew I'd be okay. I knew I wouldn't enjoy it. He might have proved me wrong, but he didn't. So
Yeah.
yeah. So,
I'm next on that one.
yeah,
yep.
go with him. He'll.
Yep, we're
he'll-
going.
You go with him and we'll stay.
We're gonna go over and
Yep.
collab.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah.
keep
Yeah,
our
we're,
feet.
we're planning
We'll take
another trip,
pictures.
another trip this spring. So you're coming with us.
Yeah.
So.
Sounds fun.
I'll wait for you on the ground.
Well, everybody, we can't thank you enough for tuning in today. This has been an awesome time sitting down with Jason and Destiny, learning a little bit more about them, and talking about Backwood and the amazing things that they are doing for the community and for people like us about helping us put the word out with not only our Surviving Life's Pickles, but also the foundation. We got some really cool stuff I'm working on with Jason for the nonprofit that we're going to put out there for everybody, and it'll be really fun. So I just want to say thank you to both of you for coming today. It's always great to sit down with friends and have these conversations.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Well, everybody, the challenge, we're going to hit it again. We have the Triple R challenge going on this year. It is recognize, release, and replace. Find something, recognize it in your life that you don't need. Release it because you don't need it, and then replace it with something that you want. That's the Triple R challenge for this year. And on that same challenge, I challenge all of you to share a Surviving Life's Pickles episode with a friend, family member, or coworker, somebody out there that you know needs to hear one of our episodes. They're going through something where we've had a guest that shared something that could help them out. So share one of those episodes this week with somebody.
Share this episode.
Share this episode,
No, for sure.
especially with all of your business people, because they all need good swag and they all need to advertise their stuff. And Jason is the guy. So thanks again, everybody, for tuning in this week. We will see you next week. And don't forget,
You're a big deal.